Good afternoon. Before the drummers leave the stage, I'm going to ask Gloria to come and say a quick word.
On behalf of NUNM's Drum Club and the entire student body, we would like to thank Dr. Winston Cardwell for supporting the Drum Club and allowing us to continue keeping the rhythm.
We're a little different than other commencements. Before we begin the processional, I'd like to take a moment to humbly acknowledge that the Oregon Convention Center, where we sit today in the larger metropolitan area, rests on traditional village sites of Multnomah, Wasco, Cowes, Cathlamet, Clackamas, bands of the Chinook, Tualatin, Kalapuya, Molalla, and many other tribes who made their homes along the Columbia River and Willamette rivers. Today, Portland's Native communities are 70,000 strong, descended from more than 380 tribes, both local and distant. We take this moment to recognize those Native communities who have stewarded this land throughout the generations, and we welcome all people of all identities here with us today. It is now on behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, and the board of NUNM, it is my honor and great pleasure to introduce to you the National University of Natural Medicine class of 2019. If you are able, please stand in body and spirit for the processional. Gentle people, welcome one and all to the NUNM 2019 Commencement Celebration. Today we will graduate students from the School of Undergraduate Studies, the College of Classical Chinese Medicine, the School of Graduate Studies, and the College of Naturopathic Medicine. My name is Dr. Glenn Smith, and it is my honor and pleasure to serve as NUNM's Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. But today, I am pleased to serve as the MC for the commencement exercise. Today, I am allowed stewardship of a great party and a tremendous celebration of wonderful accomplishments. For 1 minute, I will take the prerogative of having the microphone to speak to the graduates. Nelson Mandela, one of my personal heroes, said, "There is no passion to be found in playing small, nor settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living." To my dear graduates, you found your passion in the wonderful world of natural medicine. You worked harder than you ever thought possible, and you persisted to this day of celebration and recognition. You did not settle for less. Instead, you have pushed the limits, and today you will receive the diploma, well, you'll get that in the mail later, that you sought after with all your heart and soul. So, congratulations on this brilliant achievement. All of us gathered here are so proud of you, and we are now ready to celebrate. I would like to now invite Dr. Kimberly Winstar, who will offer our invocation this afternoon.
Good afternoon, class of 2019. Yeah, come on. Thank you for asking me to be part of your ceremony. It is such an honor to be with you here today. First, I would like to invite family and friends to take a moment and focus on the loved one you are here for today. Perhaps feeling the love in your heart for this special person, maybe even bringing your hand to your heart to invoke compassion and caring to that person. Now I'd like to invite everyone to get comfortable in your standing position. I thought you'd be seated. And feel your body, your connection to the earth. And close your eyes if you can. Feel your breath. Allow your breath to connect you to your center, your heart. Now let these words flow through you. Let all of the sentient beings be with you today. The ancient ones, the elders, the medical sages, the angels, the spirit guides, the nature spirits. Let them all be present for you, graduates, embracing each one of you as you walk through the final threshold of your journey into your future. May you open your hearts and allow the nourishment to fill you full. For today is your day. It is your day to be fully seen and received for who you truly have become, and become you have. Let the ancient ones fill you with light. Let them illuminate the dark places of uncertainty so that you will stand in sureness. Let the elders and medical sages whisper the wisdom of the past. May they guide your minds in times of unknowing so that you will be given the knowledge you need. Let the angels fill your hearts with love, that they may melt your sorrow and pain so that you may embrace the wounds of others completely. Let the spirit guides stand beside you and remind you of the brilliance of your intuition. Let the nature spirits hold you close to the earth. May they remind you to come back to your roots so that you have the power of nature in your healing work with others. It is your time. Let all of us celebrate your becoming, your emergence into the world as physicians and practitioners. As you venture onto your new path, Remember these sentinel beings, and you will never be alone on your journey. You will be held with compassion, nurtured with love, and given all you need to hold healing intention. The world is waiting for you. Now please gently open your eyes at the pace that is right for you. Thank you.
You may be seated. Every year, each program has the opportunity to choose a class speaker to represent them at the commencement ceremony. For the School of Undergraduate Studies, Chalice Strobe has been selected to address her class. Please welcome her to the stage.
Okay, here we are. As our chapter here comes to a close, the thoughts of what's next, what was, what could be will dance in our minds. Our time here at the National University of Natural Medicine has been a milestone in each of our paths of becoming. Several weeks ago, I was at a Qigong retreat, and as I was departing, the monk who was hosting our group smiled and said, "Journey well." Those words have left residue and lingered on my mind. As this chapter at NUNM comes to a close, I want to pass them on to you. Our paths converged, and we became companions on the journey, gathering from various backgrounds with a common interest in health and wellness. We made our way here because of our ability to question the social norm and our curiosity in finding more than one way to heal. We've come to intimately know that the one-size-fits-all approach is narrowing and exclusive. We bear benevolent witness to the alternative, more inclusive path to vitality that encourages agency in the individual and a collaboration of minds. We have an appreciation for the more traditional path to wellness, honoring the healing hands that have come before us. We've learned that culture is like an iceberg, and there's more to someone or something than we see at first glance. We know that while there are a lot of similarities in ourselves and the various subject matters, there are stark differences that set us apart. I remember one of my professors casually saying, okay, this could be its own subject or own course on its own. And then they went on to spend the next 30 minutes talking about it and barely even scratched the surface. We've been taught how to dissect or take multiple approaches to a matter without getting lost along the way, setting up or taking note of the mileposts of what's familiar to come back to if we've gone too far. It's in the power of the presence and the tension where we make progress and impact. We can't change the laws of nature, but we can change the way we respond. It's knowing that the end result comes from the accumulation of energy that it took to get there. From the first aid nerves, or these ones, to the final moments of accomplishment. There's been an abundance of shape-shifting realizations, and may we constantly be reminded that as chapters end and new adventures begin, to take time along the way and revel in what is. Rather than looking to arrive or worrying about what's next, may we find ourselves in awe by whatever makes our heart swell or pulls on your chordae tendineae. Those are your heartstrings. And may we stand in gratitude for the people and the experiences along the way. Journey well, my friends.
For the School of Graduate Studies, La Christiana Harris has been selected to address her class. Please welcome La Christiana to the stage.
I first just want to apologize to my family. I had to take the lays off. They were really hurting my neck. But thank you so much for bringing them. Don't go to grad school. That was the first thing I thought when I held the pamphlet to NUNM in my hand. Was it possible? In the current status of our country? Could I go to school when others were out there doing something? I did change my mind, of course, because this is something. In a time when the world needs healers more than it has ever before, I chose to be a champion of health. Fighting at the root of the issue, working within nature's design, recognizing that we are spiritual beings. I saw the difference I can make in the lives of people who need my care, who need my service. I learned to hold myself capable, and when I could not, my family supported me. My friends supported me. My faculty supported me, and I got through it. I am here as an African American, female-bodied, first-generation student. I'm here. And beyond race, that is only an illusion. Beyond gender, that does not define capability. Beyond a starting point, which can never determine how far someone will go. We have all accomplished something extraordinary against our own uneven odds. And we have faced it with insurmountable courage and grace here at NUNM. We are undeniably a class that will make lasting change. As we decided to start building as things around us fell apart, we equipped ourselves with the art of healing, cloaked ourselves in new knowledge that will aid us in what comes next. I know that we are a necessity to the systemic change that must occur. And as I look forward, a degree in my hand this time, as I heard, would be mailed to us. I'm so proud that I did something. I am here with you all celebrating the closing of this experience, which I know is really not the end. It is an opening to the next chapter of our lifelong journey. Clopening, I guess. Whatever that may be, the world is waiting to see what we have prepared. So congratulations, champions. Thank you.
For the School of Classical Chinese Medicine, Jie Yan has been selected as class speaker. Please welcome Jie to the stage.
Okay, so this is it. We made it. For the past 4.5 years, I was hoping to get out of NUNM every single day. As a matter of fact, I was trying, to convince my partner Wencong there to just drop out with me. And here I am, so obviously you know who's making decisions at our home, right? Well, that's sad. I'm thankful for those decisions. And I'm grateful to share these past years with you all, my comrades. I can still remember my first semester here in the CCM immersion retreat at Child Lake Abbey. We did a I Ching divination as a group. So there were about 20 of us, CCMers and dual students, all winter admits. and we hope to gain Yi-Jing's perspective on how our cohort will manifest for the following years. And this is what it said. In order to overcome all the obstacles in the process of growth, one needs to accept all possible misunderstandings and regrets. Looking back now, it is the perfect annotation of my time here at NUNM. It was not easy, of course, but totally worth it. I cannot even recall how many times have I asked myself, why do you choose Chinese medicine? Why here? It was through all the questioning, self-doubting, screaming, failed attempts of escaping, and hanging in there, just one term at a time, that I started to understand Chinese medicine is not just a form of medicine. It is the way of honoring life and nature, to restore our relationship with our higher self and the spiritual being, and to realize our value and mandate in this lifetime. This is what makes NUNM so unique. The other life-changing lesson I have learned here is that imperfection is okay, because I'm obsessed about perfection. So I used to feel embarrassed or vulnerable about my mistakes, limitations, or defects. I doubted my ability, worried about my words and behaviors, and regretted my decisions all the time. As a result, I closed my heart and pushed people away from my life. Thankfully, I have you all beside me. Your patience, support, and friendship helped me survive and thrive. You showed me how to fully accept oneself and embrace all the unexpected events in life. You illustrated to me that each individual is unique for a reason. You taught me that being true to oneself is much important than being perfect and makes life worth living. Thanks to you, I can finally be at ease when my old habits try to haunt me again. Feeling vulnerable is not a threat to me anymore, because I know this is a gateway to awareness and self-growth. And as I accept my imperfection, I gradually understand that many, if not all, relationships, including the practitioner-patient one, are based on the mutual recognition of human beings' limitation. Trust, therefore, comes from being true to ourselves. All in all, I am very grateful to share my life with you all for all those past years, and I look forward to all the years to come. You are wonderful, and we will make history. Thank you.
Now it's time for the class speaker from the College of Naturopathic Medicine. This year, the graduates have chosen Marissa Soski as their class speaker. Please join me in warmly welcoming Marissa to the stage.
Oh my God. We're back at the beginning. Now, I know you thought this was the end, but in the wise words of 90s icon Semisonic, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. When I sat down to write this speech, I saw the last 5 years flash before my eyes. I saw the friends I made at orientation, new roommates, new house, new city. I saw our first term of classes in 310 and how I couldn't keep my mouth shut with questions. I saw relationships dissolve and new ones form. I saw my classmates lose loved ones and most beautifully bring new little ones into this world. And I've even seen them grow up. I saw the tears that we've all shared, and I heard our laughter echoing in the halls. I saw the first time I visualized an optic disc on an eye exam after pretending to see it all the times before. Sorry, Dr. Barrett. I saw how much all of us have grown over the last few years as people and as practitioners, from the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed first-year students to these incredible doctors sitting in front of me today. I saw our community and family take shape at NUNM. Now we're at a moment we've been preparing for the last 4 to 6 years, if not our entire lives. The end and the beginning. It is our turn now to go out into the world and help our patients transform as we have done ourselves. I know many of us are scared. We are taking on a huge responsibility, and it should not be taken lightly. But no, you are not alone, nor will you ever be. We will always be at each other's sides, for support, for ideas, for commiserating, for celebrating, and for strength. I urge you all to take a moment and revel in your accomplishment and sit and bask in the brilliance of your own light. Sit with this and ride the wave of the emotions, all of the emotions that are tied up into this moment. We made it. Now let's keep going. Thank you to all the people who made this possible. Family, significant others, friends, faculty, staff, preceptors, and our peers. And thank you all for allowing me to give this commencement address. I will never forget this. I am so blessed to be back at the beginning with all of you by my side. Thank you.
This year, for the first time in our history as an institution, students have selected one of their peers to speak on issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Nominees were expected to show a commitment to NUNM's mission and values, a commitment to accessible practice, and a commitment to improving the lives of people from historically marginalized groups. The graduates have selected Sonam Bimbra as NUNM's first ever Equity and Inclusion Commencement speaker. Please welcome Sonam to the stage.
The universe had to line up a very specific sequence of events for us to end up here today. We came here for something different, to change the system, to find healing, to follow our truth. And in the alchemy of those 4 walls, we're leaving with much more power to create change than we came with, and we each have a gift to give. Not just because of our status in society as graduates, but because we're all leaders and visionaries in our own unique way. This is an immense responsibility. The drastic drift in health disparities ends with us. Not taking women's pain seriously ends with us. Larger-bodied people being afraid to go to the doctor ends with us. Trans people being continually misgendered by their healthcare providers ends with us. People being dismissed for feeling something just isn't right ends with us. Because of all the things that make us different, may our legacy be in our ability to truly hear and see people. May we never say we don't see color, because we do. And if we don't, we are erasing a person's culture and heritage and experience. It takes courage, and I believe the group of people I stand before today have the courage to look reality in the face. As we leave this bizarre and magnificent NUNM, the former elementary school and its tiny little steps, I want to pay respects to the mural painted on the 2nd floor hallway with a quote by Marcus Garvey. It reads, "A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. The origin, history, and culture of medicine is not pretty, and naturopathic medicine is not exempt. Not to put a damper on celebrations, but I would be doing a disservice not to honor the ancestors on this auspicious day. The enslaved women who endured excruciating procedures to develop present-day gynecology, the Tuskegee Airmen, Henrietta Lacks and her continual contributions to advancements in medical science, and the countless Black and brown people unwittingly experimented on to develop pharmaceuticals and vaccines. The ancestors that paved the way for modern medicine as well as traditional healing. My hope for us is that we not only be the doctor that we needed, but also someone that would make them proud. And in regard to diversity, we can look around this room and get an idea of what that is like. My words aren't needed, but I do want to take a minute to address the people of color in this room. I know you are exhausted in a way that goes far beyond academic rigor. You've displayed grit and restraint and resilience that many have no idea of. Despite this, you have educated and enriched your classmates by being generous enough to offer your questions and thoughts and experience, and kept this place from becoming an echo chamber and instead a true vessel of growth and creativity and critical thinking. You had to learn the dominant group's language and culture and make yourself pleasant and palatable, though they didn't have to learn anything about you. You come from a long line of indigenous healers and curanderas and granny midwives. It's in your DNA, yet every day you had to prove that you belong here. I see you. You are the definition of vital force, and I'm so grateful you're here. And we are all here to serve. I implore you to never forget what brought you here and the tragic sacrifices made so this institution could exist. I want to end on a Maya Angelou quote. People may not remember what you said or what modalities you used, but they will remember how you made them feel. Make each interaction meaningful and sacred. It will be a gift not only for them, but for you too. Thank you.
Indeed. It is now my pleasure to ask Dr. Willa Moore, Chair of the Board of Directors of NUNM, to approach the podium.
And I have the pleasure of calling Dr. David Schlack and Susanna Sharenko, Dr. Sharenko, to the podium. And I get to give you this. Here. It's yours for Dr. Sharenko. Just checking, making sure it's really yours. Oh, you get to say something, thank you.
Wow, it has been such an honor to be at NUNM, at NCNM for the last 12 years, to meet so many magnificent stars. So I wish each and every one of you to just light the fire and just go out there and be fully who you are. Thank you so much for this.
I have more to say later. However, this Emeritus President Award is remarkably powerful in my heart and in my life. Susanna and I will put these up front and center in her new clinic. I was going to say in the sub-bloody Arctic, but I won't say that, honey. and we'll do so with great pride and gratitude. Thank you, Dr. Moore. I knew I was going to be back. I want to tell you what the Order of the University means. It's a medallion, it's a recognition, it's an honor, it's a persistent statement from this whole community to an individual who has done a lot to champion what you have worked so hard to join in. The Order of the University is a way of saying, thank you for your effort, thank you for your belief in us, and thank you for being among us. Thank you for being in this family. We have 3 of these awards to give this year. The first 2, just a second till I move that so it doesn't collapse. There we are. The first 2 are awarded to Min Chow, also known as Simone Chilton, and to Michael Chilton. They aren't with us today. They are octogenarians who took a red-eye flight on Thursday night after the gala to Iowa to do the remarkable work they continue to do in promoting efficient, responsible, powerful reform in the agriculture section of the United States. Michael Chilton, in particular, has been a champion and a pioneer in the development of organic seed culture in America and in the world. And Simone Min Chow, whom he fell in love with when he was a volunteer in the International Volunteer Society, IVS as it was called. For those of us old enough to remember, it became something called the Peace Corps. And yes, they did leave Vietnam on a plane at the last moment in 1975. And they brought with them the traditions and the beauty of their experience in Southeast Asia to America, where they pioneered that industry. So I accept on their behalf, I will see them again soon, these medallions, and I know that they will be pleased to know that you gave them to them. Thank you so much on their behalf. I have another medallion. This is a joy to give as well. Dr. Gillian Stansbury is known very, very well and deeply and broadly in our community, not only as a doctor and a healer on many continents, but as a scholar, a writer. We are bestowing upon her the Order of the University in recognition of those years of dedication, not only to clinical practice, but to advancing knowledge that helps not only in your programs, but of course in the treatment of patients. So Dr. Stansbury, if you've come forward, I'd love to pass this to you on behalf of the graduating class of 2019 and the faculty and the staff of NUNM. Dr. Stansbury.
Thank you. This is such an honor that's difficult to put into words. I was truly surprised when I learned that I was to receive this. I've certainly been a scholarly, plant-obsessed nerd, but I never thought I'd get an award for it. I've been studying plants since I was about 10 years of age, and if there's one thing I've learned, they certainly are worthy and deserving of our respect and care. And the one parting idea I would like to leave us all with is that we need to fight for the plants. And I hope you'll join me in supporting the Standing Green Nation. And thank you, Dr. Schleich, and everyone else who has thought of me. It's truly a huge honor, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all.
Where's my boss? Where did she go? Dr. Moore, you've got more duty. You're not done yet. The day is young. We have a wonderful honor today, Dr. Moore and I, of presenting an honorary degree to a remarkable champion of the medicine, the traditions, the deep knowledge, and of course, the embracing of humanity implied in that work. I'd like to ask Dr. Serenko and Dr. Stansbury to come back over here and help Dr. Moore and me recognize this remarkable fellow, David Winston. But you just stay put for just a second, David. Come on up, you two. So Willow, you and I need to stand over here.
It's my also great honor to introduce my friend and colleague, David Winston, whom I have known for some 30 years now. David Winston is one of the foremost clinical herbalists of our time. He's a beloved speaker at medical conferences due to his truly encyclopedic knowledge of the plants, his mastery of teaching, and teaching to a wide variety of audiences with intuition how to approach each different scenario. He knows not only Western herbs, he's adept at using the foundations of Ayurvedic medicine and of classical Chinese medicine. He weaves together molecular, traditional, and energetic systems of wisdom together with great finesse and ease. No matter how much I know plants myself, I know that I'll always learn something when attending David's lectures, and we'll have fun doing it. Not only can David pronounce Mandarin pinyin names with finesse, I've been impressed watching David learn to speak Cherokee over the last decade or so, the language of his ancestors. These varied skill sets make David a treasure trove of herbal knowledge. His books display his deep understanding and his own practical clinical experience, which is vast. And all of this served up on a gentle base of human kindness. It's also been a joy to watch David flourish and blossom over the last decades, and I've witnessed the love he showers on his wife and his grandchildren. I wholeheartedly embrace the notion that David genuinely deserves to be recognized for his role in furthering herbal medicine in this country.
I have been a follower and an admirer of David Winston for over 2 decades. I first encountered him through tape cassettes of classes that he had conducted at herbal seminars, and I was absolutely hooked. He taught with clarity, humor, and a deep-rooted knowledge of plants and herbal medicine that I've never seen before. Years later, my first time meeting David was on par with meeting a celebrity, or a green plant star, to be precise. Over the years, I've learned that David and I share birthdays in the year of the monkey, and we both have an ardent love for rare books. His immense book collection is truly a wonder to behold. They're just exquisite. I am so honored to be on this stage with my mentor, David Winston, and to be able to introduce you to you, dear graduates, family, and friends. David Winston.
We've been looking forward to this for a long time. I visited this guy way up in the Pennsylvania woods. They got running water and everything up there. He also has a magnificent library that, in fact, is worth the trip to the Pennsylvania woods to see. I would like to invite Dr. Moore to hood our new doctor, Dr. David Winston. But before she does that, I get to read these fancy words. This is the part I really love, David. It gives me a sense of false power. Because power resides, of course, in the transmission of love and caring to those around us and to the planet. Page 34. Here we go. No, I made that part up. The page 34 is true. On behalf of the faculty, my colleagues, and by virtue of the authority entrusted to me by the Board of Directors of National University of Natural Medicine, and acting in accordance with the laws of the state of Oregon, we hereby grant you the degree of Doctor of Science with all its rights, privileges, and obligations, well-earned, a lifetime earned. Dr. Moore, if you would kindly put a hood on this guy. She keeps sitting down, that Dr. Moore board chair. Dr. Moore, you have to actually hand him this diploma. That makes it official. This is the degree. You guys get these soon too, in the mail, right? Doctor of Science, honoris causa, David Evan Winston. So Dr. Moore, if you would present that.
Here you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. I am truly honored to stand here today with all of you who have worked so hard to earn your degrees. As for myself, I never believed that being awarded a Doctor of Science degree was even a possibility. So I really want to thank the National University of Natural Medicine for recognizing the time, the energy, and commitment that I've devoted over the past 50 years to the study and practice of herbal medicine. This thing is... I also want to thank my colleagues, my students, my patients, who I suspect have taught me much more than I have taught them. And I am incredibly grateful to my school administrator and executive assistant, Eileen Frost, whose work for over 20 years has allowed me to share my thoughts and teachings throughout the world. In addition, I'd like to thank my family. My mother, Marilyn Winston, who encouraged me to be myself and follow my dreams, and kept telling my father to leave me alone. It would work out in the end. For my wife, Donna, her love, support, and inspiration. Her children, Jess, Josh, and Bethany, and our grandchildren, Elka and River, all of whom have brought incredible joy and great blessings into my life that I never thought I would get to experience. And to you all, I give great love and deep gratitude. Dr. Schleich mentioned he came to visit me in the woods of Pennsylvania, and we do have running water and electricity. And when he visited me in April, we had this incredible conversation about the history of botanical and naturopathic medicine and my years of experience in practice. And he suggested that some of the points I raised in that conversation would have relevance today. So, history first. Our predecessors, the Thomsonians, the physiomedicalists, the homeopaths, the hydropaths, the eclectics, and early naturopathic doctors all believed they had the truth. My uncle Tawodi once told me that every tradition, every practice, every belief has this much truth. And the problem is when we start looking at it like this, and we think we have all the truth. None of them and none of us has the whole truth. These sectarian groups spent decades fighting one another, not realizing that they had more in common than what set them apart. So for me, one of the most important lessons from history is to be open to learning from other traditions and practices and to respect the differences in different views and ideas. Secondly, I think it's really important that we remember our roots, but also be open to new information. As an herbalist, my roots come from traditional Chinese medicine, eclectic medicine, physiomedicalism, and Southeastern American traditional medicine. I never want to lose this as my foundation of my practice. As naturopathic physicians, the work and teachings of Hippocrates, Vincent Presnitz, Louis Kuhn, Adolf Just, Henry Lindlar, Sebastian Niep, and Benedict Lust are still vital touchstones to today's practice. At the same time, we don't want to follow the example of the eclectic physicians who rejected modern scientific innovations such as microbiology. It does not have to be a choice between the past and the present, but finding ways to carry both forward to create the future. After all this time, I now tell people most of the time that I feel comfortable calling myself an advanced beginner. No matter how much any of us knows, it is a fraction of what there is to know. There is not a week that goes by that I don't learn about some new disease that I never heard about, or learn a new use for a well-known herb, read new research or an old herbal, and have that aha moment that opens new doors into a deeper understanding of my craft. Keep learning and keep an open mind. In my opinion, the worst disease that a clinician can develop is what I call hardening of the mind, where we no longer question what we believe, where we see our patients through an unchanging set of lenses. The lime-colored glasses, the MTHFR-colored glasses, the Candida, or the parasite-colored glasses. I believe in order to keep an open mind, we need to stay humble. Experience and knowledge should remind us of what we don't know, not just what we do know. A few weeks ago, I saw a friend of mine, Doug Elliott, at a conference in North Carolina. Doug is an herbalist, master storyteller, musician, author, and a wonderful human being. He was also one of my foundational teachers, although he didn't know it. We first met in the early 1970s at the Middletown Folk Festival in Middletown, New Jersey, and I was a very young man in the first flush of my love affair with herbs. And at the time, I knew no one who used herbs or was interested in herbs, and here was this older guy, probably in his early 20s, and he's selling golden seal and American ginseng and spikenard and black cohosh. And I was so excited, I ran right over to him and I start telling him all these tales about how I had cured this person of that disease and that person of this disease. And he looked at me right in the eyes and he said one short sentence that changed my life. He looked at me and he said, "You did? Really?" Well, thankfully, I actually understood what he was saying, and I slunk away with my tail between my legs. But to this day, rarely do I use the term cure. And I know without a doubt the true healers are the plants. The true healers are our spirit, and what my uncle called the inner doctor, what naturopathic medicine is known as vis medicatrix natura. At best, I am a temporary guide on a person's path to healing. Whether you're going to be a doctor of naturopathic or Chinese medicine, a nutrition professional, a clinician, a researcher, an artist, a farmer, an educator, or an entrepreneur, don't be content to be just good. Be great. Each of you has the potential to be great in your own unique way. Don't measure yourself against anyone else. It is not a contest. Find ways to feed your passion. Be creative. Take time to nourish yourself. Open your mind to the possibility that everything you think you know is subject to change. Be diverse like a healthy forest. Keep learning. Ask for help. Be compassionate. Know your limitations. Never be afraid to say, "I don't know." And find ways, big and small, to not only make your life and your patient's life better, but this great life as well. Thank you.
You notice Dr. Moore is still sitting down. That's a cue for you. You got to come back over here again.
This is what happens when you don't tell me the schedule.
We don't tell you the schedule because you'd hightail it the other way, I expect. I'd like to invite Dean El-Hashimi and Dean Regan to join us at the podium, if you don't mind, please. Dylan, get over here. Please be seated. Please be seated. Dylan, we're so happy to see you up here on this stage. Look at those Kris Kringle eyes, bright, full of life. We love you. I have the honor of conferring on you on behalf of the faculty, my colleagues, and by virtue of the authority entrusted to me by the Board of Directors of National University of Natural Medicine, and acting in accordance with the laws of the state of Oregon, we grant you the degree Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine with all its rights, privileges, and obligations. We also, look at you just twinkling there. Now, this degree, hold on, we've got more than, there we are. Also by virtue of the authority entrusted to me by the Board of Directors of National University of Natural Medicine, and acting in accordance with the laws of the state of Oregon, I hereby grant you the degree, you know what it is, Master of Science in Oriental Medicine, honoris causa. It should be doctor?
Well, it should be.
We'll fix that. We will fix that. So I would kindly ask, if you wouldn't mind, Dr. Moore, to take that degree over there and show that to Dylan. And just as you do that, if you would kindly, that's it, great. There we go. And then show it to this incredible assembled community. May the hooding occur. Thank you. Awesome. Dylan has some things to share with you. Just take a second to set this up. Bear with us.
First, I'd like to thank Dr. Saunders for petitioning the board on my behalf, and my colleagues who wrote letters of testimony for me to receive such an honor. I accept these degrees at a time of massive uncertainty. How society will make the 20-year window to reverse climate change is still unresolved. Numerous solutions to social issues, from growing poverty to lagging gender inequality, from gay rights to gun violence, all remained unclear. The last couple years I've been looking out from the edge of the cliff of the great unknown. Do you know what I've seen? The goodness of the human heart staring back at me. I completed the diagnostic criteria for ALS last spring when enough strength had faded from my one usable hand. A couple months later, a good friend asked me a question I would have no answer to. What are you going to do when you can't use either hand? All I could say was, I don't know. After a few more months, it had become my reality. I can no longer lift a fork to my mouth, and how have I managed? I can say, on the kindness of others, I am alive. Surely, I might be an extreme example, but consider it a personal lesson of a universal truth. Life is symbiotic, and love glues it all together. When the web is tested, its strength is revealed. I gratefully witnessed and received the compassionate strength of this NUNM community, faculty, doctors, friends, mentors, colleagues, staff from all over the school, the ones I've known like family, and the ones I recognize from passing in the hall. I thank you. Thank you for the meals, the donations, and the countless cards and messages of support. I am alive, supported by other life, and that is why the emphasis in Chinese medicine to nourish life is so true for us all. I've come to appreciate how essential these connections are. For when we have all the distractions stripped away, when the gourmet meals lose their flavor, when even our possessions become clutter and dust collectors, what is left to value but the relationships we have with ourselves and each other? Appreciating our profound interconnectedness, the ultimate currency exchange, we can understand the depth of the blessing to be embarking on this journey of service to patients, service to life. We have the opportunity to strengthen the threads of humanity with each new relationship that walks into our practice, into our lives. My understanding of holistic medicine is not only thinking about the most accurate biomedical or Chinese medicine diagnosis, but also listening for the larger aspect of suffering that is taking place within. The separation of body and mind is an illusion. It's our mission to go forth and apply this truth to the medical paradigm and patient care. I thus anoint the class of 2019 as the world's soteriologists, practitioners of the liberation from suffering. Liberation, can you feel it? I would frequently be riding to school in the morning coming down Barber Boulevard, looking out across the Willamette River at the sun coming up behind Mount Hood, singing that chorus at the top of my lungs. Although it's an unfinished song project, its purpose is fulfilled as it can now sing through you all in your new practices. May it be held at the heart of all your relationships to life, with love, both inside and out. Healthy people make healthy choices, removing the weight of suffering from the vitality of life. A happy world then rises naturally. Thank you.
Blessings, Dylan. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the privilege now to speak to you for the last time as president of NUNM. There he is, good. I look out at this moment and I see memories. In the general tableau in front of me, in the individual faces before me. You know, you wake up one morning and you realize you don't want anything more than this, than you, our amazing students, our graduates, our raison d'etre, than the power and energy and beauty of spirits like Dylan, than our teachers, our deans, our directors, our managers, our supervisors, our attendings, our primaries, our secondaries, and all their supporters at every turn. You wake up one morning and realize you don't want anything more than all of you. You don't want anything more than our lives as we continue day by day to construct them, and anything more than the mission of serving you, who in turn serve the healing professions, who serve humanity, who serve the planet. Anything more than the mission of nurturing a more sane, respectful species on this little planet, in this little solar system, in this little galaxy, in this massive universe, which is one of many. To wake up and know these things is a gift, and very comforting in times of huge transition. I couldn't have imagined such a plane when I was younger, when I wondered how I might be safe and happy in the world. It feels right. This was the right work for me, and what you have chosen and have worked on so diligently to achieve is the right work for you. I've known for a while that I would be talking to you about goodbyes this afternoon. On this day in late June, in the second to last year of the second decade of a new century, at first the idea of this moment troubled me, but no longer. Well, not as much as it did in the first instance. This day teaches me once again, as if for the first time, that all things change, that endings occur, and in the next instant, beginnings take over. But in the end, what we are about, all of us, what you are about, all of you, is being present as we can be on this continuum. It's too late to give back the presents. The rite of passage is underway. 2019 is pivotal. You're going to graduate whether you like it or not. The IRS is waiting. My spouse, Susanna, and I have had a journey that's been very much about NCNM and about NUNM and about our place in the special world of natural medicine. We are two persons in orbit around each other and around you, all of you, collectively. We are in service to professions we value, professions we consider precious. Our collective journey has been about a college, a university, about 2, 4, 5, 6 or more swings for you around the sun, during which ride you learned a lot and during which ride you changed too. Our collective journey has been about a college, a university, about 2, 4, 6 or more swings around the sun for it too. For Susanna and me, it has been 12 swings and part of a 13th returning on each rotation to the place we started. Matriculation, orientation, commencement, each rotation different than the last. Each arrival to a transformed beginning place. This time with you has been the richest part of my life. We have gone far together. We have done many things together, all of us in this room. A man can't wish for more than such blessings of community, friends, colleagues, champions of natural medicine and the natural health sciences, worthy work. A university by and for the learners and their teachers, after all, is not something you build in the way, say, that the pharaohs built pyramids, and then you leave it standing there to defy eternity. Not at all. Ours is a university you build every day out of shared values, and if those values persist, the university won't blend into all the others, you see. It won't become obscured by time and space in the way, say, the old postal building start of our college is vaguely there in our minds, or the way Market Street persists in image and memory among some of us. It comes down to this, my dear friends, my family. It is in the hands of every member of the NUNM community to determine how well and wisely we have built our university for all seasons. The university will endure well beyond our time here because we cherish its values, its promise, and its ongoing expectations of us. It is work that is close to our hearts. It is enduring work because it is about learning, growth, and it is about service, and it is, as Dylan reminded us so powerfully, about love. I look out at this moment and I see memories in the general tableau before me and the individual faces before me. You prescient, beautiful graduates. You did not take the well-beaten path of the biomedicine professions. You chose to do something about the difficult problems of our country and our planet regarding its health and well-being, regarding the environment, regarding the building of more loving and nurturing ways to pass through. I have been blessed with the sacred trust of leading NUNM since April Fool's Day 2007. That's a big chunk of any man's lifetime, any woman's lifetime, especially at my age. Susanna is sensibly younger. 12 years holding on to the steering wheel, a blink and a long time in the history of a university. The prospect of ending my time as president of NUNM made me sad for a while. People have congratulated me. You made it. You can retire now. You can put your feet up. You can relax. It doesn't feel like that at all. There's still work to be done, I thought. You remarkable, courageous, hardworking graduates are going out into the world as healers and teachers and researchers and travelers into a better future, into communities which will be better for your being there. The sacred trust of being your president for a dozen years, 1/5 of my life is stored in my cells now and stored in my heart. The experience of you will always be there. It won't go away. It's safe there. I've been blessed with the best possible job in the world for me. The serendipity of this partnership among you and me and the entire NUNM community is that what our wonderful university stands for, we all passionately believe in. It is a partnership, a sharing, all of us. Fellows in passage, we are blessed. Blessed because what we've done together here has been so worth doing. Blessed because we've worked side by side, all of us, with the finest colleagues imaginable. Blessed because we have come far and confidently and together. And blessed because our university will go on. Blessed because NUNM is, after all, a university for all seasons. I can leave with the satisfaction of knowing you're in great hands. Dr. Christine Girard, our new president, is with us today. She believes in you. Your teachers up here believe in you. The board believes in you. The wonderful staff, all of us at NUNM believe in you. We salute you, the graduating class of 2019, a class for all seasons. Blessings and thank you.
Take a moment to catch the script up. Sure. Okay. Now we're coming to the main event. The party's heating up, and the celebration continues as the academic deans will now confer the degrees for the respective colleges and schools. So I would ask folks to start getting in place. Dr. Moore, Dr. Schleich. And at this time, I would like to welcome Academic Dean of the School of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Tim Irving, to lead us in the awarding of those degrees.
All right. This is the moment we've been waiting for. The graduates will be awarded their academic hoods. The graduates have selected members of the faculty to present their hoods, and for the School of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Nicole Toussaint and Dulcinea Childs will hood candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees. First, we'll award the Bachelor of Science in Integrative Health Sciences. Zachary Bays, summa cum laude. Bailey Gallatin. Lily Ann Gibson, magna cum laude. Jessica Marie Jensen. Mary Christine McCallum. Marissa Catherine Otterbein Pyle. Chalice Ann Strobe. Alejandro Toledo. Ella Marie Tessier Weed, magna cum laude. Next, we will award the Bachelor of Science in Nutrition, Heather Ann Gillum, cum laude. Annie Laura Guyman, cum laude. Sarah Joy Johnson, summa cum laude. Madison Catherine Mulhauser, cum laude. Kimberly Ann Nesbitt. Derek Lawrence Webster, magna cum laude. We'll now welcome Dr. Charles Kunert, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, to award the graduate degrees.
It is indeed my pleasure to award the master's degrees to those students graduating from the School of Graduate Studies. We have one student in the group today who will be simultaneously receiving 2 master's degrees, and they will receive an additional gold cord. So Dr. Chelsea Falk and Angela Cinders are the faculty members who've been selected to honor the students by placing their hoods on them. To begin with, we will award the Master of Science and Global Health to Catherine Rose Crombie. Urgesa Argo Igu. Next, we will award the Master of Science in Integrative Mental Health. First, to Dr. Vera Claire Alcorn. Dr. Leela Catherine Derrickson. And Laura Lee Weldon. Excuse me, that was Laura Z. Weldon. Next, we will award the Master in Nutrition, Master of Science in Nutrition, and Master of Science in Integrative Medical Research to Amelia Sodders. And the last group of graduates are the Master of Science and Nutrition graduates. Gail Adams. Jenny L. Afan. Tanisha Lorraine Atwell. Linda Ann Banchini. Francesca Therese Barone. Chelsea Benjamin. Michelle Lynn Buskin. Paige Carlson. Nicole M. Carr. Chelsea Grace Cherrier. Shelby Elizabeth Connor. Katrina Marie Cook. Brittany Eterno. Morgan Elaine Evanoff. Vailika F. Fisher. Danielle Nicole Godet. Jessica May Gilbreth. Mallory Andra Weller Guinness. Marie S. Gibson. Johanna Scurry Glazer. Tricia Granger. Sydney Greasy. Samantha Glenn Gross. Michaela Elizabeth Hankey. La Cristiana Renee Harris. Robin Wagner Hauer. Michaela E. Hill Elliott. Greta Ann Jarvis. Kristen Kinney. Myra Konzen. Sorry. Sorry about that. Krista Nicole Leonard. Suzanne Laufrey Nellis. Dana Merrill Martin. Kelly Amanda McLaughlin Stone. Shannon Lynn Merrick. Emily J. Mitchell. Kelly Gail Perry. Pearl Christine Schumann. Samantha Krinsky Smith. Jenna Ann Steele. Danielle Kimberly Trank. Iluta Delphini Williwatt. Avery Wood. Jessica Zadra. That's all. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Lori Reagan, Dean of the College of Classical Chinese Medicine.
It's my great honor to announce the graduates of the College of Classical Chinese Medicine. The Hooders are David Berkshire and Dr. Brenda Hood, full-time faculty in the college. So these students are graduating with the Master of Science of Oriental Medicine degree. Kiara Rose Bach. Lili Bui Din. Krista Marie Dunn. Alexis Fernandez. Keisha Jean Fox. Marissa M. Hanthorn. Having previously graduated with a medical degree and now the MSOM, Amy Nicole Homer. Kat M. Loy. Alexandra McBride. All this Qigong is paying off. Lori Kristen Miracle. Somehow there's a card missing, but Ellery Nagy, who has previously graduated with an ND degree. Andrew Parks. Having previously achieved a PhD, Jeffrey Stephen Puffnock. Having told at least one joke every day for 4 years, Rod Frederick Richmond. Jessica Tessier Youngs. Congratulations. Next, we're awarding the Doctor of Science of Oriental Medicine and the Master of Science of Nutrition degree to Dr. Tricia Lynn Parks. And now the following students are graduating with the Doctor of Science of Oriental Medicine degree. Graduating with highest honors, Dr. Krista A. Bargston. Graduating blind. Dr. Justin Gear. Graduating with a certificate in shiatsu, Dr. Levi A. Coral. Card's not here. I know, Dr. Serena Wittridge. graduating with highest honors and finding out for the first time that she's graduating with the Best Doctoral Capstone Award, Dr. Wensong Xie. Graduating with highest honors, Dr. Jie Yen. Congratulations. And now the next students are graduating with both the Naturopathic degree and the Master of Science of Oriental Medicine degrees, 6-year in total, graduating with high honors in the Naturopathic program and highest honors in the Master of Science of Oriental Medicine. Wait, we're out of order. Who just went? I know, but she's graduating with highest honors, Dr. Meg Jia-Yu Chuang. So she actually is graduating, sorry, those were a little out of order. She's graduating with the Doctor of Science of Oriental Medicine and the ND degree. These students are graduating with the ND and the Master of Science of Oriental Medicine. Graduating with high honors in the ND, highest honors MSOM, Dr. Anemone Fresh. Graduating with highest honors, Dr. Haeyun Kim. Dr. Blake Odell Langley. Dr. Michael William McKee. Having previously graduated with an MD from the Ukraine and graduating with highest honors, Alla Sergeyevna Nikoloulis. Dr. Helia Rasti. Dr. Carla Jean Rudolph. Graduating with highest honors, Dr. Mariah Tanya Stoli. Dr. Jason Naoki Tsujimura. And next, first, congratulations to all the students graduating with degrees in Chinese medicine. And I now welcome Dr. Shihab El-Hashemi, Dean of the College of Naturopathic Medicine, to award the Naturopathic Medicine only degrees. Pardon.
Just cleaning up the podium. There we go. We get excited too, you know. Okay. I will present each graduate by first reading any certificates or award earned and then calling the student's name. Please hold your applause until I finish reading each graduate's name. Drs. Catherine Patterson and D. Saunders will present the hoods for the Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine degree. Now we will award the Master of Science in Nutrition and the Naturopathic Doctorate degree to students who earned both concurrently. Dr. Anna Froman. Dr. Marissa Erin Soski. Congratulations. Now we will award the Master of Science in Integrative Medicine Research and the Naturopathic Doctorate degrees to students who earned both concurrently. Dr. Sonam Behimra. Dr. Alicia Marie Bruton. Dr. Courtney Kathleen Jones Pickworth. Dr. Alana Jean Welsh. Congratulations. Now we will award the Master of Science in Integrative Mental Health and Naturopathic Doctorate degrees to the students who earned both concurrently. Dr. Roxanne Hetty Ahmadpour. Dr. Lauren Ash. Dr. Jake Hamilton. Dr. Elizabeth Ann Sandell. Congratulations. We will now award the Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine degree. Ready? Dr. Peter Anderson. Dr. Michaela Arredondo. Dr. Alexander Burke Arrington. Dr. Nicholas Brian Becker. Dr. Valentina Benitez. Dr. Marie Jacqueline Binkley. Dr. Austin Paul Brandt. Dr. Matthew James Brown. Dr. Wesley Thomas Buckle. Dr. Elisa Burnham. Dr. Brian Christian. Dr. Aubrey Corbett. Dr. Linda Marie Donnelly Kreitz. Graduating with a certificate in Qigong and a certificate in homeopathy, Dr. Robin Del Erickson. Dr. Vernice Estrada. Dr. Jean Aismont. Dr. Nicole Marie Ganzimer. Dr. Sierra Goncharov. Dr. Bobby Joe Hamill. Dr. Jenna Hamza. Dr. Angela Harden. Graduating with a certificate in homeopathy, Dr. Ryan Michael Hare. Dr. Catherine Elizabeth Hoffman. Dr. Sean Peter Horan. Dr. Anahid Leslie Jackson. Dr. Rosalia Villegas Juarez. Graduating with a certificate in natural childbirth, Dr. Brett Allen Kingsley. Graduating with a certificate in natural childbirth, Dr. Jacqueline Faye Kirihara. Dr. Rachel Gilmer Lowe. Dr. Jordan Bethany McClendon. Graduating with a certificate in natural childbirth, Dr. Katina Alexis Tran. Dr. Brian Anthony Plant. Dr. Gloria Nikolaeva Rangilova. Dr. Clifford Andrew Richardson. Dr. Tristan Rowe. Dr. Nazanin Safoui. Dr. Shaila Shower. Dr. Benjamin Martin Schuff. Dr. Anthony David Stuck. Dr. Maria Solikov. Graduating with a certificate in natural childbirth, Dr. Lauren Rachel Sutton. Dr. Carlos Tagabuel. Dr. Amy Tarquini. Yes. Dr. Madison Tevierge. Dr. Rebecca Jo Thurman. Dr. Nathan Wagner. Graduating with a certificate in natural childbirth, Dr. Chastity Marie Weaver Russ. Also graduating with a certificate in natural childbirth, Dr. Jessica Whalen. Dr. Andrew Wojciechowski. Dr. Rebecca Eleanor Zeff. Thank you.
What a great job. I mean, my job. What a great job, graduates. But you haven't graduated yet. I get to say some words that are official, and then you are. I got to find the right language. Okay. So I'm going to ask that the appropriate deans come forward, because they have to say a phrase that I respond to, and that gets officially entered into the record, and then for all time it's true, you see. So Dr. Irving. That's what you read.
Got it.
You got it. Go for it.
All right. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Integrative Health Sciences and Bachelor of Science in Nutrition, please rise at this time. President Schleich, I have the honor to present to you the students graduating from the School of Undergraduate Studies, class of 2019. Each of these candidates has met the academic requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Integrative Health Sciences or Bachelor of Science in Nutrition.
On behalf of the faculty, my colleagues, and by virtue of the authority entrusted to me by the Board of Directors of National University of Natural Medicine, and acting in accordance with the laws of the state of Oregon, I hereby grant you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Integrative Health Science and Nutrition. Congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Bennett. Dr. Irving, I mean. Okay, my friend.
Candidates for the Master of Science in Global Health, Master of Science in Integrative Mental Health, Master of Science in Nutrition, or Master of Science in Integrative Medicine Research. Please stand. Dr. Schleich, I have the great honor to present to you the graduates of the School of Graduate Study for 2019. These students have each met the requirements of graduation from their respective master's degree, and it is my great pleasure to introduce them to you for the awarding of their diploma.
Thank you, Dr. Kunert. On behalf of the faculty, my colleagues, and by virtue of the authority entrusted to me by the Board of Directors of National University of Natural Medicine and acting in accordance with the laws of the state of Oregon, I hereby grant you the respective degree of Master of Science in Global Health, Master of Science in Nutrition, Master of Science in Integrative Medicine Research, Master of Science in Integrative Mental Health. Did I get them all? There's so many and they're wonderful. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Master of Acupuncture, Master of Science of Oriental Medicine, and the Doctor of Science of Oriental Medicine, please rise at this time. President Schleich, I have the great honor to present to you the students graduating from the College of Classical Chinese Medicine, class of 2019. Each of these candidates has met the academic and the clinical requirements for the degree, actually Master of Science of Oriental Medicine or Doctorate of Science of Oriental Medicine.
On behalf of the faculty, my colleagues, and by virtue of the authority entrusted to me by the Board of Directors of National University of Natural Medicine and acting in accordance with the laws of the state of Oregon, I hereby grant you, wait a second, you're over here and back there. There you are. We got you both. I hereby grant you the degree of Master of Science in Acupuncture, Master of Science in Oriental Medicine, Doctor of Science in Oriental Medicine. Congratulations.
Candidates for the Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine degree, please rise at this time. President Schleich, I have the honor to present to you the students graduating from the College of Naturopathic Medicine, class of 2009. 2018. 19. Each of these candidates has met the academic and clinical requirements for the degree of Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine.
He has an excuse. There's a typo on the page. On behalf of the faculty, my colleagues, and by virtue of the authority entrusted to me by the Board of Directors of National University of Natural Medicine and acting in accordance with the laws of the state of Oregon, I hereby grant you the degree of Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine. Congratulations.
I now invite my colleagues, Dr. Chen and Dean McIntyre, to the podium. They will administer the classical Chinese medicine oath first in English and then in Chinese. I invite all Chinese medicine alumni who would like to participate to rise and join your newest colleagues in reciting the oath. A copy of the oath is in your program.
Master of Science in Oriental Medicine and Master of Acupuncture graduates, Doctor of Science in Oriental Medicine, please stand and remain standing for the classical Chinese medicine oath. Repeat after me. I promise to follow the way of the great physician. I will strive to live in harmony with nature and teach my patients to do the same. I will stay calm and completely committed when treating disease. I will not give way to personal wishes and desires, but above all else, hold and nurture a deep feeling of compassion. I will be devoted to the task of saving the sacred spark of life in every creature that still carries it. I will strive to maintain a clear mind and be willing to hold myself to the highest standards. It will be my duty to diagnose sufferings and treat disease. I will not be boastful about my skills and not driven by the greed for material things. Above all, I will keep an open heart. As I move on the right path, I will receive great happiness as a reward, without asking for anything in return. Thank you.
Okay, next, the oath in Chinese. 我誓愿循大一之道，与天地混为一体，博集一元，诲人不倦，凡诊治疾病，必安神定志，无欲无求，先发大慈恻隐之心，誓愿普救寒灵之苦，我必成神内视，望之俨然，审病诊疾，治益身心，不得视己所长，专心经略财物，但作救苦之心，于明运道中，自感多福也。Congratulations.
I now invite the Dean of Naturopathic Medicine Program and my esteemed colleague, Dr. Shiab Elashimi, to the podium to administer the Naturopathic Physician's Oath. All alumni who would like to participate are invited to stand and join your newest colleagues in reciting the oath. A copy of the oath is found in your program.
To administer the oath. Naturopathic medicine graduates, please stand. I see you standing already. Great. To acknowledge your naturopathic physician's oath. Please repeat after me. I will break it into smaller chunks. When it's long, it doesn't work. I dedicate myself to the service of humanity. as a practitioner of the art and science of naturopathic medicine. I will honor my teachers and all who have preserved and developed this knowledge. And dedicate myself to supporting growth and evolution of naturopathic medicine. I will endeavor to continually improve my abilities as a healer through study, reflection, and genuine concern of humanity. I will impart knowledge of the advanced healing arts to dedicated colleagues and students. Through precept, lecture, and example, I will assist and encourage others to strengthen their health, reduce risks for disease, and preserve the health of our planet for ourselves, our families, and future generations. According to my best ability and judgment, I will use methods of treatment which follow the principles of naturopathic medicine. First of all, do no harm. To act in cooperation with the healing power of nature. To address the fundamental causes of disease. To heal the whole person through individualized treatment. To teach the principles of healthy living and preventive medicine. I will conduct my life and practice of naturopathic healthcare with vigilance, integrity, and freedom from prejudice. I will abstain from voluntary acts of injustice and corruption. I will keep confidential whatever I am privileged to witness, whether professionally or privately, that should not be divulged. With my whole heart before this gathering of witnesses, as a doctor of naturopathic medicine, I pledge to remain true to this oath. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Anna Wyman to come forward to give the benediction.
Dear family, friends, and loved ones, as this ceremony comes to a close, I would like to take one last opportunity to appreciate each individual person who is graduating here today. As a teacher, one of the most interesting and rewarding things that I get to do is to know the stories of students and then to watch their journeys unfold. Each person here has a story. And because we are a university focused on the healing arts, I think that I can safely wager that this story started with the seminal idea that they could bring about change in this world by helping others find their way toward health. This is a humble and noble goal. But have no doubt, the pursuit of this goal was a journey of epic proportion. A tale of hunger and strife, of desperation and sacrifice, of sheer will and grit, of magical potions, impossible contortions, extreme dilutions, of mud, sweat, and tears. A story of courage, the path less traveled, and the lessons learned along the way. Once upon a time, in each of your lives, there was a moment where you dreamed a dream. You saw the need for change, and you headed down the road less traveled, having no idea what lay ahead. Little did you know that you would end up in a forge of human experience where you would be folded and pounded and folded and pounded and heated and cooled and shaped, tempered like steel. Amazingly, you survived. And now, transformed by your experiences, emboldened by the hearts of your comrades, and armed with a massive amount of knowledge, you are ready to, like Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in the world. With pride, we honor your hard work and dedication to the journey. We honor the sacrifices that you made and the perseverance that has brought you to this point. You took a risk, followed a dream, and put yourself through an incredible personal transformation. We recognize your achievement, and we are so proud of you. With gratitude, we acknowledge all of those who supported you, family, friends, classmates. Also with gratitude, we acknowledge all of those who challenged you. For without gravity, we would not know that flying was something special. With love, we set you free to realize your dreams. May you spread health and happiness wherever you go. Remember the wise words of a great poet that Dr. Sonam Bimbre already told us. Dr. Maya Angelou said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." We hope that your education enriches your life and helps you to serve your community. And closing with a traditional Irish blessing, may joy and peace surround you, contentment latch your door, and happiness be with you and bless you evermore. Congratulations to you all.
Now we can have a party. As we close, please remember to the audience, please allow the party, the recessional to recess before you get into the aisle, and that would be great. Now, thank you to everyone, one and all, who has gathered here today. Your presence honors each graduate. Now, will you please stand and join me in one more round of applause for the graduates, the NUNM class of 2019. Graduates, you may begin the recessional. Faculty goes first.